Got a booger? Oh, that's a crazy booger. Alright, fuck it. Anybody should be up in my nose anyway. It should be up in my nose anyway, gosh dog it. Yeah. What up? Peace to the triple G's. It's your man in the West. No one's son. Noise over silence. North or south. No one's similar. Yeah, now on stage. It's your man. With no fresh shave tonight. We not, just didn't work out that way today. But we here nonetheless. Oh, somebody jumped in, threw the thumbs up, and bounced. That's what's up. I feel it. I appreciate it. But yeah, man, tonight, I should say, or today, wherever you are, the theme of this live stream is going to be the things that keep us up at night. Which can mean anything, really. It's vague enough to start a conversation, I suppose. But yeah, man, this is what we do. Welcome to the live stream. If you clicking in, if you here already, if you're watching this on a rewatch, shout out to you. Thank you very much. Appreciate you clicking into the video, being a member of the community, participating. We're gonna get into it at some point. It's gonna allow people to jump in. Come on in. Do the introductions and whatnot. I'm gonna go light some incense. Should be a good one. It's always a good one. If it's not a good one, it's a great one. Those are the polarities. Those are the only polarities we operate on. So, with that being said, let me jump it off. What's one thing that keeps me up at night? One thing that keeps me up at night is widespread tyranny. Global tyranny is probably the number one reason why I find trouble getting a good shut-eye at night, getting a good wink, getting a good REM sleep. Worldwide tyranny. We should talk about it. What's one example of worldwide tyranny? Capitalism. Capitalism. Some bullshit. Like the fact that banks can charge you an overdraft fee because you ain't got no money. That shit is ass backwards. Why not just put your account on timeout? How about don't even let the charge go through? You know what I mean? If for some reason something is trying to charge my account and I don't got the money, just be like, nah, this thing can't happen. Why isn't that a thing? But nah, they gonna let the charge go through, and then you most likely you were unsuspecting of said charge. That's why you didn't even know that you should have the money in your account. But they let the charge go through, and then they charge you an extra fee because you didn't have the money. And banks make I want to say $1 billion, but if it's not $1 billion, it's definitely in the hundreds of millions of dollars that banks make every year off of people not having money. That type of shit keeps me up at night. The way that shit is even possible keeps me up at night. Who even thought of that shit? It's another thing. What's another thing? What do I got? What else keeps me up at night? Fucking Netflix buying Time Warner. No, not Time Warner. Warner Brothers. That shit kept me up the other night. I was like, yo, how is Netflix a company that's $80 million in debt? I don't know the exact number, but I know it's 80 and a lot. So let's just say $80 million in debt, meaning they owe that much money out to whoever they owe it to. Yet they can go acquire another business that's been around probably about 3 times the length of time that Netflix has been around. We're talking about Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers has been around since before my time. They're in debt and they can go spend $80 billion. At this point, I'm just like, okay, the facade is up, right? Because it doesn't matter, obviously, how much money you owe, how much in debt you are. If you can go buy something that's 100. What? How many more times? What's the multitude of a billion to a million? 999%. Some like 1000%. I don't know. Math ain't math tonight, but you get where I'm going, right? Like, and they have the audacity to give us credit scores. And then also, why when you go get an apartment, right? They tell you we need to run your credit. Excuse me, if I pay on time every month for this apartment, that's not going to count towards my credit score. So what does it matter what does it matter what my credit score is? Just let me have I need a place to live. How about that? Another thing that keeps me up at night is Libya. More specifically, Muammar Gaddafi. Like, how do we know that America assassinated a democratically elected president, right? We assassinated this man. And he was doing probably the most greatest shit that any elected official has ever done for their country. In Libya, once you reach a certain age, they give you a house. If you have a talent and it requires training from another country, a foreign country, they pay for your training. And my man was trying to unite all of the African countries under one umbrella, just like the European Union has, and create a currency that was backed by the gold standard. He was doing all of this good, positive stuff for his country and his continent. Not only his country, but his continent. And it's widely known that Hillary Clinton and her cronies, what administration was that? The Obama administration assassinated this man. And there was no war behind it. No American people got upset about it. I mean, some people got upset about it, but nobody with enough power to effectively do anything about it. That type of shit keeps me up at night, man. What y'all got? I missed a bunch of comments. What's up? Henry, what's good? Thank you for that 100 that you sent. I appreciate it. The one gym, whatever that means. You know what I mean? Whatever that means, I appreciate the consideration, family. Thank you so much, Henry. I don't remember seeing you that much. So welcome to the community. Monica De La Rosa Sanchez. LeBron or Triple T? I don't even know who Triple T is. Thank you, Henry. Appreciate the subscription. My man. All right. We starting off today on a positive note. Cuzzo was good. Feeling like I won't leave my kids enough now. Okay. I have notebooks full of information, but it's not even a fraction of what I know. I don't want them to look for information I can share. That's deep. I love that, Cuzzo. I love that. But you already know they're gonna learn everything that they can possibly learn, because that's just how the brain works. The brain is constantly soaking up information, and usually the brain gets the information that's in closest proximity to it, and you are going to be in closest proximity to your kids always and forever, as long as you draw a breath. I'm sure of it. So yeah, don't let that keep you up at night. You're definitely leaving them enough. And always know, from Big Cuzzo, you're what you do is what they learn the most from. Not so much what you say, what they read, what they hear, but them watching mommy's actions. So put your best foot forward, always and forever. You are ready. I want them to search for beyond what I've been able to find, but I feel like I never have enough time in the day to write down enough. You good, Cuzzo. Yeah, you being hard on yourself, girl. You got this. As long as you have that presence with them, you're mindful of your tone, because I think children have an amazing sense of tone and an interpretation of what tone means to them, mentally, physically, spiritually. And with that said, you are doing a fantastic job. Don't even let yourself feel any less than that. And I'm not even there daily to witness it, but I know you. You know what I mean? I know you got this. So don't beat yourself up. Don't let that keep you up at night. If anything keeps you up at night, let it be the contemplation of what tomorrow holds for our children and ourselves. Like right now, I know my babies are coming to visit me next week, and I have them for the whole week. And I guess that's another thing that keeps me up at night is like, how am I gonna keep them entertained? I already have a couple of things planned, but I feel like I need a couple of things planned for every single day that they're here. So that's about 14 different events that need to happen while they're here. And I only know about 2 or 3 right now, and I have 5 more days to come up with it. But I'm also not completely stressing out because I know that they'll be happy just to be around. And I know how to play. I know how to joke. I know how to, dress up dolls. I'm also kind of worried about doing Aura's hair because I haven't done it in so long. So I just hope she sits still for me, which I'm sure she will. She loves getting her hair done. So it's really just up to me putting it in those ponytails, which shouldn't be hard. How hard is putting a 5-year-old's hair in the ponytails? Hopefully I get her to wear it out. I just want her to rock her fro. Maybe she'll do that for me. So just rock your fro, girl. Stop. Leave your edges. Let your edges have a rest. Yeah. Thank you for sharing that with me though, cuz. Yeah, man. You be on it. You got this. Being a parent is such a, I was gonna say draining just now, but it's not draining. It is draining, but it's more like it's a marathon, like it never goes anywhere. Like you wake up, parenting. On your way to sleep, parenting. In between all of that, parenting. It is the one commitment no human could ever escape. I don't give a fuck if you're like one of those deadbeat parents who don't even really be in their children's life like that. Like in your mind, if you know you have children and you're making the conscious decision to not be in your children's life, that's got to be affecting you in some type of way. That's got to be taking some of your energy, taking some of your aura, some type of a way. Just by avoiding it. I was talking about avoidance in one of my last lives, actually, now that I think about it. Colin Kaepernick in the flesh keeps you up at night. Okay, Aaliyah. That's funny. But good for you, though. I suppose that is a pleasant way to stay up at night. Who's kept me up at night? Rosario Dawson has kept me up at night, for sure. Stacey Dash was probably one of the first women to keep me up at night. Pamela Anderson used to keep me up at night. Oh, shit. Who else did I have a crush on? Topanga. Topanga was probably one of the first women to keep me up at night. Just thinking about Topanga. Still, to this day. To this day. Yeah, man. But those type of thoughts are really pleasant. Yo, something else I want to share with y'all that I've never shared with anybody out loud? I might have told one person this. But this has been happening to me for like the past 3 years since we're on like this topic of pleasant thoughts keeping us up at night. There's a pleasant thought that I have around one particular subject. And as soon as I start to think of it and like I dive deep into the thought and entertain the thought as if it's real, I sneeze. What is that about? I wonder what that is about. I should probably Google that shit after this. I wonder if GPT has an answer for me. Yo! Shout out to all 9 of you who's in here with me. Shout out to all 5 of you who hit the thumbs up. Shout out to anybody and everybody who has considered even subscribing. That's dope. Thank you for clicking on this video. You could be anywhere in the world, watching anything in the world, but you chose to be in the chat with me. And for that, I am highly grateful, highly favored, highly blessed. Wouldn't do it without you. I love speed. What's good? I don't know who Rudy Gobert is. Rudy Gobert. Are you trying to get me to say something funny? Rudy Gobert. Nope. I don't know who that is though. But a very random name to just put in the comments like that. As if I'm supposed to know what the hell that is. Now you got me on my Google. Oh, Rudy Gobert is a French basketball player. Okay, I guess you're trying to say that we look similar. Maybe. Maybe I could be his stunt double. If they ever make a movie about Rudy Gobert, I'll be his stunt double. Sans beard, because I can't grow a beard like that. I can grow the goatee, but that's it. Yo, you love speed? You from France? Because how you know random French basketball players? We don't be keeping up with stuff like that in the States, I suppose. Henry, what's good? Welcome back. Pleasure to have you, family. Hey, Mrs. Clayton. You had a rough night trying to keep busy so I don't sleep all day. Washing eggs to keep busy. Let's talk about it, Miss Clayton. What happened? Let me know what happened if you want to. If not, that's cool too. But I do have another question for you besides what happened in your day that, I guess last night. You're talking about, I don't know why I was assuming when you said you had a rough night that you're talking about the night that's ahead of us when I know you live in Alaska, which is a good 4 hours at least behind me, maybe 5. So that means what? It's 2 o'clock there. Yeah, it's almost 3 o'clock there. How do you wash your eggs? Oh, he's on the Timberwolves. Oh, I didn't even know that. When I Googled it, they said that he was a French basketball player, but that makes sense. You know, we always be commandeering basketball players from other countries. But that's what's up. Thank you for putting me on. Unfortunately, I lost touch with all major league sports because I don't watch TV that much anymore. What a question to ask. Text man, are you trans? I am not trans. I am a born cisgendered, I believe is the term that they call it, male. But are you? And if you're not, why is it on the front of your mind? Why jump into a random live stream on YouTube and that be the first thing that you say? What is so important about gender that it's the only thing you know how to talk about? And also, the theme of this video is what keeps you up at night. So I'm assuming that gender keeps you up at night, specifically transgender. I'm pressed? Fam, I'm literally leaning back on my fucking couch right now. I'm just interacting with you. And you still avoiding the question. You deflecting the questions. So to me, you the pressed one. You pressed right now. You pressed about transgenderism. You pressed that you getting attention that you so badly wanted that you had to come say some stupid shit. Oh, that's what's up. Black and trans. So you got 2 targets on your back. How does that feel? Yeah, man. Everything cool and crisp. Let me go get my sage. You're a good commenter though. Text Minaj. Thanks for the 3 comments. Oh no, 4 comments now, back to back. Appreciate that. I have attention if you are in need of some. I'm gonna go get my sage. I'll be right back. I got a lighter over there. I need to get a beverage. Yo. Bang 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 bang. Bang 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 bang. I'm back. Like crap act. So we get it. Yeah, what up? Ooh, you see that? 9 people in the chat. What's up? We coming up, man. We lit. We lit for the year. Oh, 2 people was like, oh, he noticed us. Let's leave. But I was gonna say that we had 9 people in the chat and 9 thumbs up, which was pretty cool. But 7 and 9 is still good numbers. Good numbers anyway. Oh no! Oh no! No! This story keeps getting worse. Yo, notification 57. Penalize me. Go ahead. I give you permission. Penalize. Hit the button. Boop. But Mrs. Clayton, I am so sorry to hear that, man. That story, yeah, that is a rough night. That is the epitome of a rough night. I see you, trolling notification. I see you. Bring it on. Bring on the trolls. Because you know what? Every troll is another comment. So keep commenting, please. I said please, like I really need that. Yeah, but that's Mrs. Clayton. My condolences go out to you. How is the health of everybody involved at this point? It's been a few hours. Not 1 letter comments though. Alright. You're doing the most. You shall learn in timeout for the next 10 minutes. Alright. So boom. Mrs. Clayton. I wonder if that's why, because when I was about to join this live or start the live, I didn't have any ideas. And then my brain said, keeping you up at night. And that's why I themed this live stream. What's keeping you up at night? Maybe it was there's a scientific word for this. It's called presentience, I think. Presentience. And that's basically the observation of the nervous system reacting to a large, mostly traumatic event before the event, milliseconds before the event happens. So I wonder if that was like our connection, like, you know what I mean? Like, you are one of my if not the greatest member of the community. And when I was asking the universe, what should I name this video? And that's what it gave me. And that's because we have that connection. And I sensed that something was keeping you up last night. And there it is. The lady that hit them broke her knee. Yikes. Any type of a break sucks. But everyone seems good, just sore. Bad luck keeps me up sometimes. That's funny because I felt that when I read the title. Wow, yeah. Mrs. Clayton, how's your baby though? How's your grandbaby? Everything's cool with them? Razia! See? Said it right. I said it right. Aha. Every time I see a name now, I pronounce it in my head like 5 times. I go, it's not Raja, man. It's Razia. Wow, you love AOT? Wow, that's big. AOT was hard for me to watch because it's so... I mean, it's great. Everything about it is great. But unlike any other anime, before its time, like, to me, I never had saw an anime before AOT that was all bad. Like, the first 10 to 15 episodes, you're just like, yo, the good guys, there are no good guys. We're losing. I mean, you have a sense of the good guys, but they get their ass handed to them every episode. And you're just like, what is happening here? Like, how did they killed the main character? Like in the 5th episode or something. AOT is stressful, man. And that one Titan that looks like Hillary Clinton. Oh man, that shit is something that kept me up at night. That art in that anime is crazy. But yeah, shout out to you for starting anime. It's a journey. It seems like you have your hands full. If you just started Death Note and you just started... Oh, you said you watched Attack on Titan. I was wondering any an anime for me that I have been recommending for people that's I feel like is so slept on and doesn't get enough accolades, even though the people who have watched it know how good it is. I stumbled on this anime almost by accident. It's called Frieren. It's about an old elf. Let me see. Frieren. Here it is. Frieren. I watched it because I wanted to watch something boring. But this shit was fucking amazing. The writing, the humor, the art, the script, the plot, everything was chef's kiss. I even remember saying like, yo, this might be one of the greatest animes I've ever seen. And I just stumbled on it by accident. But it's so good, man. Sad enough to say that it's not finished and they will not be finishing it for whatever reason. I hate when that happens, but it's something that happens in the anime community a lot. But maybe there's a manga out there. I haven't done the research, but it's so good that I want to read the manga to see how the story finishes. Okay, everybody's good, Mrs. Clayton. That's what's up. Man, that sounds devastating. Having children is so bugged out, yo, because, you know, when they're little, you worry about them, like, slipping and falling and, like, all the things that little kids can get into and then being, like, cut short of an actual life. And then you think, like, once they cross the imaginary 18th line, that they're good now. Like, you feel like, in a way, that you've done your job. I remember when I turned 18, I was thinking that my caretakers did their job. Like, they're good now. They don't have to worry about me. But that's just the beginning. Like, when your kids get old enough to start driving, when they get old enough to have a baby, it's a whole new list of worries. a laundry list. Sandcraft was good. Welcome to the life. Vibrant Hues, you love Frieren? I love that you love Frieren. The humor is so good, yo. And not for nothing. Nah, I'm gonna keep that one to myself. That's oversharing. But let's just say it's a very special anime, and I hold it near and dear to my heart. And I always recommend it to people when they tell me that they're looking for anime to watch. Because you really just, it looks like a sleeper. I watched it because I was like, yo, let me look for something different than what I normally like. I don't want to see something with fighting in it. I don't want to see any fighting. I just want to see like slice of life, but with like fantasy and magic in it, and some humor. And boy, was it a treat. Frieren is such a treat, and it is so unfortunate that we will never be able to finish her story. Because talk about a cliffhanger. I do believe we get one more season though, so that's good news. Oh my god, what a comment. I'm gonna just let that rock. I'm not even gonna read that, and I'm not even gonna erase it. I'm gonna just leave it there. Good for you though, Gloria. How dare you also use that name, Gloria? You have no idea what that name means to someone, especially me. But I'm gonna let you rock with your ignorance. What else? Yo, oh yeah, my burning of sage was postponed. Maybe that's why Gloria Push Fonte came in here with that stupid shit. This is for all the ignorance in the world. All the blissful ignorance in the world. Shout out to my homie Forrest Gump for saying, stupid is what stupid does. I should title one of my live streams that. Stupid is what stupid does. Because I didn't really understand that when I first heard it. I had no idea what Forrest Gump was talking about. I thought it was just like some redundant shit to say. Forever Freehand, you can definitely send me some sage. Send that. Just material, yeah. Man. Mrs. Clayton, you said that somebody was speeding. Which party was speeding? And if it was your family's party that was speeding, is there any like, I don't know, are like lawyers getting involved and insurance companies trying to press charges, I guess, however that works? Forever Freehand, send me an email at inero@gmail.com or DM me on Instagram at EYENERO, and I will get that directly to you so you could get that to me. And every time I burn the sage, I will mention you so people know where to get their sage from. You heard? I got you. Thank you for the suggestion. That's what's up, Mrs. I mean, no, that's not what's up. Pause, because we don't want shit like that to happen. I was just a little worried that, you know what I mean? Like, that shit might be coming down the wrong way in the future. But if the lady was speeding, then I don't know. I feel like kind of icky for saying this, but I'm gonna just say it. You know, like insurance companies will get involved. Hopefully, they don't make you wait 2 years for that settlement. But yeah. Hopefully, that's a nice payday for the fam, for that baby. Lord knows the children can use it. Yeah, you already know. I know Mrs. Clayton. Like, Smart Savvy was good. Welcome, welcome. When I got rear-ended on the highway by a tractor trailer, it took 2 years for them to even start scheduling settlement talks. And then they did me super dirt in the end. I barely got anything. And I had this shit on camera. Like how you get an accident on camera and the insurance the But I picked terrible lawyers. If you ever hear of Farah and Farah, run away. Like don't ever act like you didn't even hear that. I should have known better. I should have known better. I actually thought they were Arabics. I thought they were Arabics, and that's why I was cool with going with them. But Farah and Farah are not Arabic whatsoever, and they are shysters. And I got jerked out of a lot of money because of that. But I'm still alive. I'm grateful that that accident didn't, seriously injure me outside of the little neck injury that I did have. I'm happy that I'm all healed up now. So, not too pressed about it, but yeah, man, I definitely hear you. Insurance is they're gonna drag their feet on the shit. I hope y'all get a great attorney who communicates well. Number one, because attorneys definitely be acting like once they take your money or if they're working pro bono, they act like you're not important and your shit don't matter to you. Like it's not at the forefront of your mind every day. Sky High, what's up? What's up? Welcome to the chat. Military police flipped your Explorer and you learned you can't sue the military. That is wild. That is wild. I I don't even know what to say about that, man. Again, I want to have that attorney talk all over again. It's really about the attorneys. It sucks that attorneys have a monopoly on like important shit like justice. I feel like they could have left out calculus and maybe like algebra 3. Maybe just go up to algebra 2 and then like the last year or two of high school they just teach us how to attain justice for ourselves, whether it be in our personal capacity or whether it be as a collective, and like really hold the government accountable. Because this shit about the government being immune and police being immune to any type of accountability is another one of the fucking things that keep me up at night. Like it's the most disgusting thing you could possibly think of. And you owe, and like not only did they not give you anything for flipping your Explorer, they're saying that you owe. Yo, life out here be lifing, man. Like people don't even be knowing. We all got our struggles, some way, some type of how. Our strives, some type of way, some type of how. And I don't like it, man. I don't like to see people have to go through it like that. Like insurmountable odds. I almost named one of my vlogs one of that one time. Insurmountable odds. Cause shit do dead ass be feeling insurmountable sometimes. And I went to go see my little cousin in prison today. And as soon as I pulled up on the property, I remember what it was like when I was in my doing my little jail. sentence. And when you speak about insurmountable, being locked up is the most what is the feeling? Helpless. There we go. It is the most helpless any human could possibly feel. Like you can't even open fucking doors on your own, fam. And opening a door is one of the first things you learn as like a toddler. So I was like, empathizing with him and his situation. And then I realized, like, even though he's inside of an actual physical prison, we all, every single one of us in America, is in this proverbial prison, an open air prison, if you will. Like, the way this shit is structured, there is no justice. I was talking to a good friend of mine the other day, and I was telling her how I feel like justice is one of the greatest lies to ever be sold to people because there is no justice. I feel like the bad guys always fucking win. And you can see it in everything. Like I remember growing up and you watch your cartoons, your favorite you learn about your favorite superheroes and shit and they're always the good guys and they always win and we're indoctrinated as American students that America is the worldwide good guy. And we go around the world promoting altruistic agendas, and then you become an adult and you learn that America is probably the most evil empire to ever exist, and all we perpetuate is greed and death, and it continues to exist and carry on and proliferate. Is proliferate the word? Because of the American people's apathy. And that's disturbing. That is another thing that keeps me up at night. People's fucking apathy. Man, this is getting too somber, man. Ken was good. Peace to you, family. Miss Clayton said the military has a whole other process. Like when I almost went to jail for weed, I got charged by the military police and the state police. You got duly charged. They was about to send you to the Hague, Mrs. Clayton, to Tartarus or whatever it's called. Damn. For a little joint. And that shit is legal now. Damn, Sky High. Sorry to hear that, man. Go Miss Scott. Scott, I feel like going to the bar for you and complaining about your attorney, cause what the fuck? Not only was this dude on the phone driving, or this woman, I don't know who it was, but they were clearly in the wrong by being on the wrong side of the road. And they're trying to hold you to any accountability? I hate to hear it, man. I hate to hear it. I hate that the cops who killed Breonna Taylor is still fucking working. They're still fucking alive. They're not in jail. And every other person who is innocent person who was killed or harmed in some way by police, and nothing happened. No justice was served whatsoever. Ken, you spent 4 days in county and it was the most traumatic experience I ever faced. Facts. Facts. I hope nobody ever. The only people that belong in actual jail are rapists and aggressive murderers, like serial killers. That's it. That's it. Nobody else needs to be in jail. Anything outside of that? Oh no, politicians for sure. But politicians are rapists and murderers. So like they're even if they don't sexually rape people, they financially rape people. If they don't physically or directly murder people, they indirectly physically murder people. Put people in harm's way so that they can be murdered. So those are the only three individuals who need to be in jail. And I hope y'all, if y'all ever learn anything from this channel, that's what you should learn. Damn. For child support? That's insane, fam. I'm sorry that happened to you, Ken. Very sorry that happened to you, man. But also happy that you out of there. Sometimes people go in for stupid shit like that. That's not even like, it's really not about nothing. And then they get into it with the wrong person in jail. And then you never hear from them again. Happy Feed, what's up? Welcome to the chat. We miss you, family. We miss ya. Yeah, 2015. Sheesh. You got everything straightened out with that though? They not, you know, I'm sure you got that straightened out after that. That shit is wild though. That shit is wild. And what good did that do your children? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like you missed a court appearance. That was no benefit to your children. It's such a fucking, it's so obvious how they say that we free in this country, but we're obviously not. Cause if you could just pull me over on the side of the road on a random day and tell me that I'm under arrest with no due process, that's not freedom. It's not freedom whatsoever. Oh wow, your kid is 22 now. Congratulations, you made it. They made it into adulthood. Yeah, man. But like I was saying, I caught myself. I was about to say, you did it. Like your job as a dad now is done, but no, it ain't. It ain't over. Not nearly. 22 is just more room for them to get into some crazy shit. But yeah. 22 is still an achievement. So shout out to you, Ken. Thank God I didn't go to jail, but broke me and my dad's relationship because he called the police after searching and finding an ounce in my room. I know, like, I'm mad about it. To this day, I'm mad about it. Why couldn't he just have a talk with you? Like, why did he feel like it was necessary to go get the state involved? The military involved. Like, he didn't know that it was going to jam you up that type of way. The state and the military. And furthermore, when he called the military, the MPs or whatever, why didn't he just say, yo, you're calling us about your daughter right now? Are you dumb? And just hung up the phone on him. Like, why didn't he have that wherewithal? Word. Voluntary to take care of your kid, it doesn't come out of your paycheck anymore. Facts. Like, that's why, regardless of how silly my situation seems to be sometimes, I am grateful that my children's mom, she knows that I'm gonna do everything. You're never gonna have to take me to court and ask me for nothing. Never. So I am blessed in that way. And thank God for that, cause I don't like I don't want to be on a judge's. I don't want my name to be on any paper in any court for no reason ever, unless it's like, yo, this guy needs to be president and we need to push him through, or like this guy needs to be the governor or director or some shit of the state. Let's push it through. That's when you can bring my name out. But until then, leave my name out of it. Seth Critton, 9926. What up, what up, what up? Great comment, friend. Friendly reminder that we are all one soul split into 8 billion parts. I love that. That's what I say all the time. You say y'all good now, Mrs. Clayton, you and your pops? Because he apologized? That's what's up. I love that for you. I love, because that's where real relationships aren't perfect. They're always in a, like the best relationships know how to be repaired instead of constantly being broken. Like we have this ideology that like relationships are almost detrimental in a way to our lives because they can be broken, and that sucks. But the best relationships are constantly in a state of repair instead of a state of brokenness. You know what I mean? So I'm glad that y'all repaired that relationship, Miss Clayton. A relationship between a dad and his daughter. I'm sure you know, I know how important it is. But I am sad that he went through that. He must have been in a place in his life where he really didn't know no better. Happy was good. You not working tonight, gal? How has the job been going? The jobs, plural. Put some respect on your name, Happy. Thank you, Mrs. Clayton. I pulled that one straight out the heart. You heard? It's something that I realize all the time, man. Like, you know, I sometimes I beat myself up because whatever reason, I don't know exactly what reason it was to this day that I couldn't work it out with my daughter's mom. But then I caught myself the other day in like this thought process of telling myself that maybe that's the best gift that her and I can give to our daughters is the experience of two people who for whatever reason can't get along, brought children into the world, love each other enough to get past whatever the fuck needs to get past and repair shit so we can move forward collectively as better people. Thank you, Mrs. Clayton. I love that I have my girls as a father. I'm so blessed to have the daughters that I have. My daughters love to love on each other, and it melts me every time I see it. Like, fucking before Lumi got here, Aura was very adamant about having a sister, and I'm so happy she got a sister, and I'm so happy she got a sister that is filled with joy. Like from sun up to sundown, Lumi is always smiling. She's always laughing. She hugs her sister almost once a minute. And she, even when she hugs her sister, she goes, "Aw," like she knows how cute it is. She finds a stuffy or a doll and she'll hug the doll and like swing it like this. I'm like, yo, how does this baby, how am I so blessed with this baby that's just so full of love? So I am the lucky one for sure. And one of my worst traits is thinking of the worst case scenario. And since I do that, I as soon as I catch myself thinking how amazing it is to be a dad to the most amazing daughters, the little fucking sneaky ass, snaky ass voice pops up in my head and it's like, it's so great now because dot 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 insert any bad situation you can think of happening. And I hate that for me. But I tell myself it's all lies. It's perfectly possible that no hardship befalls my daughters ever, not once in their life, and they grow up to be these amazing, like super polygot. What's the shit when you have a Grammy, an Emmy, and an Oscar, when you have all the awards? I forget what the name of that is, but they're gonna be that. They're gonna be geniuses, super talented, like, you know. That's what I affirm. I don't affirm the negative shit. Happy says no work this evening. Work has been super busy with both jobs, but gotta do what I gotta do. For me, work has been, it's been going good. It's been consistent. I've worked 5 days a week. No, 6 days a week for the past 3 or 4 weeks. So that's a positive. I don't necessarily hate what I'm doing. I hate that the people in positions above me are completely incompetent. There's no doubt about it. They are so incompetent that they complain about each other's incompetence to me. And that is pure stupidity to me because I'm like, okay, if you can't do your job or they can't do their job, and then they have me who gets paid significantly less to go behind them and redo their job for them. Can't you just promote me to their position and I can get all that money and do the job correctly the first time so we don't have to have people like me running behind myself? I say all that to say I'm just grateful that I have money coming in consistently, even though it's about a fourth of the money I need to be making in order to live the life that I want to live. Right? Yeah, it's a fourth. Like I make $20.30 an hour or something like that. But I need to be at least making $60 an hour. Did you know that $131,000 is the new poverty line? Like if you make less than $131,000 because of inflation, you are technically in poverty. You live in poverty. And I know people who make like 100 who know how to live within their means, so it doesn't seem to them like they live in poverty. But statistically and mathematically, I guess you could say, what used to be the poverty line used to be 28,000, 31,000, or something like that. But because of inflation, that number is now 131,000, which is $60 an hour if you work 40 hours a week. And I hate that for all of us who make less than that, especially those who make significantly less than that. And those of us who work we actually work hard. Like we don't just show up and do nothing and expect to get paid. Like the people who I work for, who obviously show up to work, do the absolute least, and get paid what I should be getting paid. But I'm happy you have a day off, or I should say an evening off, so that you can join us and hang out. You know, it's always a pleasure. It's always a blessing to have you in the chat. Olivia Maxwell was good. Thank you, Mrs. Clayton. I appreciate that. An EGOT, that's what it is. An Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony. Thank you, Mrs. Jackson, for helping me out with that. Cause I be knowing, but I don't be knowing at the same time, and I depend on y'all to correct me. So, yes, I affirm that my daughters, Lumi and Aura, will both be EGOTs if they so choose, if that's what they want to do. Beautiful, positive vibes. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, man. And like, we don't get any special awards or accolades or fucking help. Like, you can't go to the government and be like, yo, I live in poverty. What are you going to do for me? They're going to be like, they're going to hit you with that JFK line. Don't ask what your government can do for you, but ask what you can do. No, he said country. He didn't say government. But we all know government is interchangeable with country. Are we really a country in any sense? Like, there's no bond. I don't have a bond with people like I would like to have. Like, let's say in Nebraska. You know? Just because they live in a geographic imaginary border the same that I do. Yes, God always makes a way. Unseen was good. Unseen, you've been getting into lives late. Every time I'm about to end the live, here you come. But thank you for joining us, though. I appreciate you. You already know. The Chicago Bears won today. Okay, that's what's up. Matter of fact, oh no, that's the Browns I'm thinking of. Oh, let me find out you like football like that, Mrs. Happy. Let me find out you like football like that. My local high school, it's called Rains High School. They won the Florida State Championship a couple of days ago, and that's fucking cool because, you know, it's the high school is right up the block from me. I live in like the hood, the most hood neighborhood, so I know all those kids are from this neighborhood. And they won the Florida State Championship. And it was they won by 1 point in like the last 30 seconds of the game. It was an amazing game. And I don't watch football like that, but I was invested. Oh, that's what's up. Happy you love football? Okay. I love that you love it. I hope we get to watch a game one day. Football is so much fun when you have friends who like to watch it and y'all watch the game together and y'all both, you know what I mean? You can follow the game and react to things in a timely the same time, as opposed to like every time something happens you got to turn to them and like explain to them what just happened. You know what I mean? Or like you really have an attachment to a team and your friend might have an attachment to a rival team. So whenever the teams play each other, it's like there's like this invisible aggression between the friends for no other reason other than just sportsmanship. I love shit like that. Oh, very happy. Let me find out. You could throw the ball like that. I love flag football. Flag football is so fun, yo. I used to be at two-hand touch. I used to be the nastiest. The kid catch me. Oh, like the Matrix on him. And then, oh god, when I learned that trick, I mean, I don't know if it's a real rule, but I definitely made it up. Like let's say you playing two-hand touch football, right? And somebody's about to touch you with both of their hands. You throw the football up, and if they touch you while the football is not in your possession, technically it don't count. So whenever I used to see people running, try to get me or whatever, and I knew I couldn't juke them, I would throw the ball up, let them touch me while it was up in the air, catch it, and keep going. And I run my little touchdown or whatever, and they'd be like, "Nah, I tagged you, son. I tagged you." I'm like, "No, the fuck you didn't. I ain't had no ball in my hand. I threw the lateral to myself." Good times, man. Good times. Flag football, two-hand touch was a shit. And then in the city, when we got older, we called ourselves playing tackle football. Oh no, it was 2 second hold, but it was really tackle on the concrete. Those are good times. Oh, that's what's up. I would love to do that. Yo, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna all go to Alaska to Mrs. Clayton's house. And we're gonna play football in the snow, which is the funnest weather to play football in. It used to be customary every after every New Year's Eve, the New Year's Day, we would always meet at the football field, and it would be like fucking 30 people playing football that day. I miss those days. Mrs. Clayton, what's your favorite football team? Happy, what's your favorite? I guess you said the Chicago Bears is your team. Good times, yo. Good times. Football was a big part of my childhood. I remember like, yo, one of my cousins, Mike. Y'all know Mike. He be in here sometime. He went to Grambling University, starting quarterback, and he was always like super super fucking good with football. And his son Gabriel actually just went to the New York State Championship with his school, but I believe they lost. Henry, what's good? Thank you for joining us again. Now we gotta worry about pulling the muscle. Facts. I'm stretching though. I'm spending an hour stretching before I play any type of sport, physical activity. But yeah, what I was saying was I mean, it didn't take me long to get the spiral, but I remember before the time before I could throw a perfect spiral, it was really upsetting. I used to be tight that I couldn't get the ball to fucking perfectly spiral like my cousin Mike could. And I worked day and night until I can get it. And then once I got it, I didn't even have to think about it anymore. And throwing a perfect spiral is like the illest shit you could do for some reason. For some reason, throwing a spiral, and then you start learning the difference between passing. Like, there's a floater, there's a bullet. Like, you know what I mean? There's just a normal throw. When I learned how to throw that bullet, though, ooh, I thought I was the illest on the block. But I ain't like playing quarterback. I like receiving, and I like playing like a cornerback. You know what I mean? The defense of the receiver. I feel like I had the illest hands in the world. I should have went to the league. I don't know what happened. I got into the streets. That's what happened. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Streets fucked me all up. I said I don't pitch balls. I pitch grams. Maybe that's why God gave me daughters. My daughters will have no interest in the street life whatsoever. I feel like my son, if I ever did have a son, obviously I'm gonna tell him the truth about how I grew up, where I grew up, what I was into, and he's gonna be like, that sounds like a good idea. Mrs. Clayton says 3 generations of the Pittsburgh Steelers, win or lose. Wow, Steeler fans really do pass they love of the Steelers on what's the word? Generationally? Is that even a word? I don't know. But yeah, Steelers fans usually are Steelers fans because their parents were Steelers fans and their grandparents were Steelers fans. Same thing with Raiders fans. I noticed Raiders, Cowboys, and Steelers, if your family are fans of those teams, you have to be fans of those teams. Like, I didn't have any family that was... My family were Cowboys fans and 49ers fans. I've always been a fan of the Jets. I've always been a fan of the Knicks. And they never win. They're like the suckiest teams in professional sports. But I'll never give up on them. Happy you could throw a spiral. That's what's up. That would be so cool. Oh, look at you, a notification. You back out of timeout. You were the first person I've ever put on timeout. And also, I guess the first person to stay after the timeout. The Steelers are my guys' team. I'm a Chicago Bears fan. Oh, there you go. You Chicago people. The Chicagoans. The Chicagans. Oh, you left and came back? Okay, that's what's up. Well, welcome back. Notification 57. That's what's up. Well, I'm happy you rejoined us. I'm glad you got that breather. But I'm not gonna hold y'all, man. What time is it? Oh, it's 9 o'clock. Oh, it's late. Serena, what's good? Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Although I am about to end this one. Appreciate you. You could be anywhere in the world, watching anything in the world, but you chose to jump on. Your notification, just hit the subscribe. Know that I do these every single even day around 7 p.m. So the next time I see you will be Tuesday the 12th. And we will do it again. Hopefully we'll be more successful. Oh, we got 16 thumbs up today. That's what's up. Yeah, see you on the replay, Serena. You already know. And if you ever got anything that you want to talk to me about, hit me up on the DMs. You know where to reach me. All right. Mrs. Clayton, I shall see you in the ethers. Take care of those babies. Happy, thank you so much for joining us. It was good to see you again, my love. Who else pulled up? Ken pulled up. Smart Savvy pulled up. Unseen pulled up. Mrs. Jackson, my cousin Olivia, Ken, Sky High, Smart Savvy, Forever Freehand. I hope we link up. Sandcraft, Forever Freehand. Hope you reach out so I can get that sage off you because I'm running out. This is my last one, and I just finished burning the one that I had before that. So I'm in need. Vibrant Hues, thank you for coming through. Razia. Jacob Crosby. All of that. Henry jumped in a bunch of times. Kept going and coming back. Henry also blessed me with one gem or a super chat or gift, whatever it's called. Appreciate all of that. To the one of us who is many, we come to you in total awareness. Please grant my friends peace, progress, prosperity, pleasure, panacea, persuasion in this ever persistent moment that is now. Ashe, Amen, Aho, and Laek, Alaken. Alright, y'all. Big hug. Alright. Peace. See you on Tuesday.